How do you design one of the most advanced ERs in the country? At Parkview, we did it by focusing all our attention on you, the patient, by involving doctors and nurses in the design process, by creating quieter, more private spaces, and by leading the region in heart, stroke, and trauma care. This is not your typical emergency room. It's Parkview. In an emergency, isn't this where you'd rather be?
Parkview, your partner in health.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Southside High School. SummitCitySports.com is live from Archer Stadium. Archer Field right here on the south side of Fort Wayne, Indiana. Minutes away from kick. The rain is starting to come down a bit. It is supposed to rain throughout the duration of the contest. I am Tim Atkinson. I'll be calling your play-by-play. Jake Atkinson on the camera. We are brought to you by Parkview Sports Medicine. Parkview Sports Medicine is a proud supporter of Fort Wayne area athletics and its athletes. Parkview Sports Medicine can provide the training, treatment, and education you need to advance your sports game. Have questions about injury prevention, sports nutrition, and more? We've got you covered. That's Parkview Sports Medicine at parkview.com. Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We are live, as I mentioned, Southside High School as they host the Wayne Generals, just a couple of miles away, as Wayne hits the field now, led by head coach Derek Moore, coming off a disappointing loss a week ago against the Northside Legends. They're at Northside 13-9. We're leading that contest 9-0. Northside then put 13 straight points on them to beat the Generals, to move them to 1-3, and that was Northside's first win of the season. For Southside, they also now are winless. They are 0-4 coming into tonight's game against the Generals, looking to scratch one on the board. They do have a high-powered offense. 0-4, let's not let it fool you. They have the leading passer in the SAC. His name is Dennis Johnson, has 901 yards passing in that first 4 games. Just needs to stop throwing it to the other team to give his squad a chance. 5 picks and 3 TDs, but he will throw it all around the yard this evening. You can guarantee that. The Wayne DBs better be ready, because he will try to hook up with the talented senior Therese Bobo. Leads his squad in reception yards at 352. Does have 2 TDs on the season. They do have a couple of other potent weapons on the outside in Amarion Green and Eldridge Wells, along with Quantice Book. But Dennis Johnson will like to throw it about 100 times a game if he could. Of course, Southside led by head coach Roosevelt Northfleet, trying to get this program back in line and get going, moving in the right direction. It needs to start right here against the Wayne Generals. The Wayne Generals, of course, are loaded with talent, as they normally are, led by head coach Derek Moore, one of the up-and-coming coaches in the area, well-respected, has completely, all over the offseason, tore down the structure of the Wayne General program and built it back from scratch, focusing on the team chemistry and off-field actions as far as community service and such. But Coach Derek Moore has his squad going in the right direction with a blip on the radar a week ago, as I mentioned, dropping that game against Northside 13-9. The turnover bug just killed the Wayne Generals. Their main quarterback, DeAndre Collins-Jones, could not handle the pressure that came from Dakota Alt and company on that Northside Legend defense, and that led to several turnovers for the Wayne Generals, but they are loaded with talent. One of my favorite players in the SAC, of course, talking about number 5, Devonair Kelsaw, Mr. Do Everything for the Wayne Generals. Look for them to try to put him in space and get tons of touches. Definitely went away from that a week ago, and that hurt him and definitely led to the loss against those Northside Legends. Ladies and gentlemen, this is SummitCitySports.com coming to you live from Southside High School, Archer Field. Beautiful night. Rain looks like it has quit for the time being. Homecoming night here at Southside, as we will continually be live all game long. Just keep our fingers crossed that the lightning stays away. As we all know, and has happened this year already, the lightning delays. If it strikes once, it's automatic 30-minute every time it strikes thereafter. It is a continual 30 minutes added, so let's keep our fingers crossed. I know Jake and I are definitely hoping this game gets in with no rain, but preferably let's keep the lightning away from Archer Field. Of course, Summit City Sports is brought to you by Parkview Sports Medicine and, of course, Sports Center, Inc., as we are about to get started, ladies and gentlemen. We are hype here at Southside, back deep for Wayne. That'll be number 13, Javier Johnson, and number 2, John Allen. But watch for the up man to get involved in the play. Ahmad Hill, number 24, and there he is on that far side. Number 5, Ahmad Hill, Devonair Kelsaw, outstanding player. Want to be careful as they lined up. We're on the wrong side of the field, so little pregame jitters as the referees will switch the field. I don't think I've seen that happen in the 5 or 6 years we've been covering the high school game here in Fort Wayne, Indiana. But we are set now. Wayne will receive the kickoff, will start on offense, and will be ever important to put a drive together, at least at the minimum. Do not turn the ball over on that first drive, just for confidence sake for their lead man, quarterback DeAndre Collins-Jones, because he's a heck of a player. Just needs to stay focused and stay confident, and that will be huge depending on this first drive. So with the kick, that's number 22, Marklin Harrison, to do everything, little squib kick. And Wayne will start with great field position. They will start on their own 37-yard line to start this ball game. So obviously a planned situation for Southside, not wanting to kick it deep to the playmakers for the Wayne Generals, as they do have a ton of them back there. There's no doubt about that. Wayne will like to spread you out. This time they're going to start out here with only 2 wide. That's Kelsaw way back behind Collins-Jones in the backfield. And once again, do not see the running back Dalen Hart out for a second straight week. Hand off to Kelsaw. Kelsaw comes wide. Defense comes up, and a good one-on-one tackle by number 50 from Southside. That is middle linebacker Jacob Torres. Second 9 for Wayne. Collins-Jones gets the signal from the sideline. Same formation for Wayne. Miss handoff. Loose, still on the ground. I think Wayne did get to it. Let's see. I think Collins-Jones got back on the pill. He did. But that was just a mishandle on the handoff. Never had the handoff in his grasp. That was number 22, Richard Bass, the junior. He'll head to the sideline. So Wayne, 3rd and 8 on their own 41-yard line. Of course, we do play 4 12-minute quarters here in Indiana high school football. We will go into overtime if necessary. as Wayne comes out. Same formation, and we're gonna have a false start, I believe, on Wayne. That right side of the line just moved a tad early. A little late on the hanky throw, but we got it. So that'll back up Wayne. And we'll make it third and even longer as the officials talk about it here. And they're gonna wave off the flag.
Flag is picked up. Remaining third down and about 8 for the Generals on their own 41-yard line.
Coach Norfleet wants a little bit of an explanation. I even saw movement there on the offensive line on that far side, but they did pick up the hanky. We're going 3rd and 8 from the Wayne 41-yard line. 4 split now. Kelsaw in the backfield with Collins Jones. Takes a snap. Going deep, far side. Right there, the pressure came. Collins Jones just got rid of it just a touch early. He had number 11, Craig Young, who's a spectacular prospect, still new to the game of football. That's number 11, Craig Young, in the white. He's 6'5", big wide receiver target. He was on that crossing route. Came across the middle, just waited a couple seconds longer, would have seen him wide, but it is 4th and 8. Hairston back deep for Southside. That's a short kick, and Southside will hop away from it. It will roll out of bounds at about the 26-yard line. Southside will take over for their first possession on their own 27-yard line. Today's broadcast, ladies and gentlemen, is brought to you by SummitCitySports.com. Follow us on Twitter at 260sports. Like our Facebook page, Summit City Sports, and be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. 1st and 10, Southside, first possession. Take a look at the leader of the SAC in passing yards, Dennis Johnson. Southside goes 4 wide. That's Harrison in the backfield. Johnson will keep, dragged down from behind by Bass. But that'll be about a 5-yard gain. Check it, that was Friesen on the tackle, 23, not 22. Friesen, second on the team in tackles with 26 coming into the game, 2 for losses. 4 wide receiver set, trips to the near. That's Bobo to the near side. Man-to-man coverage. Let's see what Johnson decides to do with Harrison in the backfield. He's gonna drop back, quick hitter, and nearly picked off, good hands. Hassan Kamari with the knockaway and the pass deflection will bring up 3rd and 4. On the Southside 33-yard line. Take a look at the left end for Wayne. He's a sophomore, Darius Alexander. Highly thought after prospect. Continually working on the game and the motor, but you'll see him track down some players that you don't see most defensive linemen do, but here he goes. There's a screen coming near side, and that's what you do against a tough pass rusher. Hairston with space. He'll make a miss. He's got space and tackled, but after a huge gain out to the 45-yard line. About a 35-yard gain. That'll be 1st and 10 for Southside. Ball is on the 43 of Wayne. Tough screen pass there to Hairston from Johnson. And you can see him in space, exploded. Made a tackler miss and then tacked from behind. 1st and 10 from their 44, 9 minutes to go. Here in the first, 4 wide receiver set for South. Hairston and Johnson. Johnson will take the snap. Hands to Hairston. Hairston. There, Johnson just held on to it a tad bit long and broke the momentum of his runner. Minimal gain, 2nd and 9. Thomas with the stop. 4 wide receiver set, trip to the far. That's Bobo to your near side. Hairston with Johnson in the backfield. Johnson barks out the signal. Now we'll take a look at the sideline. Johnson, quarterback keeper. The blitz came from this near side and brought down, good timing, Tristan Purnell with the tackle on that quarterback blitz. We'll bring up 3rd and about 7. A good play there and play call by the coaching staff of Wayne, sending the blitz on the quarterback draw. That was the linebacker, Tristan Purnell. 4 wide receiver set. Hairston with Johnson in the backfield. Johnson looks to throw. He wants to go deep, near side, one-on-one coverage, and threw out of bounds. No chance on that one. Intended for a Marion Green. We'll bring up 4th and 7 from the 41-yard line of Wayne. Punting squad comes in for South. It's number 81, Bert Ford, the sophomore, will head back to punt. Devonair Kelsaw with Ahmad Hill as his up man, back for Wayne. Pressure came, got it off, and that's not going to have much of a net gain on that punt, directly out of bounds. And the line judge is still a-walking. Let's see where he stops. Maybe a favorable spot there at the 25. So Wayne will start 1st and 10 on their own 25-yard line. Actually, they'll mark it at the 30. Definitely looks closer than the 25. So second possession for the Wayne Generals, 7.5 minutes remaining in this first quarter. 4 wide receiver set, 2 in the slot. Watch for Young. That's number 11. They're going to hand off to Kelsaw. Kelsaw with space, cuts it outside, and tackled by Bobo. But a first down, gain of about 12. You can see the skill and talent from Devonair Kelsaw. Shoots out of that backfield like a rocket, explodes towards the linebackers. As I would just hand him the ball, he'd have 40 touches. Again to Kelsaw. Kelsaw makes the first 2 miss and can't make the 3rd. Good cleanup duty there by Davion Drawn, the senior, outside linebacker for Southside. Be a loss of 1, 2nd and 11. So good pursuit from the outside linebacker there on the far side for the tackle, for the loss. Kelsaw again, nothing there at all. What a defensive stop. Big number 73 got in there and disrupted that, along with number 72, Christian Smith. Will bring up 3rd and 11 for Wayne. Both teams a little stagnant on offense to start this game. 4 wide receiver set. That's Kelsaw in the backfield with Collins Jones. Motion from Allen. Rolls out. On the out to Young, and a flag on the play. Young did catch it. There is a flag on the play, well short of a first down, but let's see what the call is. That will be a hold on Wayne. Sure they'll decline this and force the punting situation in 4th and 11, or 4th and about 10. Let's see what the coaching staff wants to do, and it's close enough where they may push them back. I think that's what they're going to do. Don't mind that call at all by Coach Norfleet. Wayne's offense has been very stagnant. Count on your defense, push them back another 10. Get yourself some field position and move on here. Clock is stopped at 5:45 in the first. 0-0 is your score. SummitCitySports.com, brought to you by Parkview Sports Medicine. Make sure you follow us on Twitter at 260sports, like our Facebook page, Summit City Sports, and be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. You're watching it right here. 4 wide receiver set for Wayne. Kelsaw in the backfield again. Lone with Collins Jones. Steps back, another screen, and nearly picked off by number 50, Jacob Torres. Went through the hands on that screen pass of Kelsaw. Will bring up 4th and 24. Coach Norfleet with a smart call. 4th and 24 on their own 28-yard line. Playing the field position game here in this first quarter. Back deep, Hairston, and number 13, A.J. King, deep for the Archers. To kick, that is Bailey Salary. Did have a 37-yarder a week ago at Northside. 0-0 is your score. Wayne at Southside. 2-4, low snap, good field by Salary, and look at that boot. King will take it. Looking for a block, comes near side, gets one. Nice block, King with some space. Another block and takes it out to the 40-yard line, maybe a horse collar. Don't see a flag. So that will be 1st and 10 from the Wayne General 40-yard line on the big return. About a 20-yard return from A.J. King on the big boot from Salary. Ball spotted on the 41 of Wayne. So South and Coach Norfleet feeling good about this field position. Played it beautifully. Couldn't have drew it up any better. 5.5 minutes remaining in the first. Trips to your far side. That's King to the near. Harrison in the backfield with Johnson. Johnson takes a snap. Looks to far side. Down the seam. Looked like maybe there was a... That was intended to number 8, Quantice Book. Looked like he got held about midway through his route. I don't see a flag from that side though, but there is one down. Let's see what the call is. Quantice Book looked like he had a step on both defenders and got tugged. Waiting for the signal now from the white hat. He's going to talk to Dennis Johnson. It looks like it will be on Wayne. Still haven't seen a signal. Face mask is the call. So I missed that. That'll be a 15-yard penalty after the play on the dead ball. So 1st and 10 for the Archers on the Wayne 26-yard line. 4 wide receiver set. Harrison in the backfield again with Johnson. Look for the redraw here. Johnson's going to flip Harrison to the other side. Look for the blitz coming from Frison. Johnson makes the first one, or excuse me, that was Harrison making the first one miss. But then Darius Alexander, you can see the skill on display from the sophomore, the big fella, number 9, 6'6", 235-pounder. Broke through right away, and the tough tackle on the elusive Marklin Hairston will bring up 2nd and 11. 0-0, still your score of 4.5 minutes remaining in the first quarter. That's Bobo in motion. Johnson. One-on-one near side to King and intercepted. Flag on the play, but that is picked by Javier Johnson. Javier Johnson with the pick. But a flag on the play. Let's see what the call is. Was thrown by the line judge over here, so I'm thinking it's going to be holding on the defense. On the route, maybe. It is going to be called against Southside, so yep, pass interference on Southside, A.J. King. That'll be declined. So pass interference will be declined. Wayne General ball intercepted in the end zone, so they will start at their own 20, 1st and 10. But what a pick that time by Wayne. Now with a little bit of momentum. That's Kelsaw in motion. They're going to split the handoff, and there's Hart finally. Hart into the contest. Did not play a week ago, but that kid is a difference maker and a great switch up from Devonair Kelsaw. Their most explosive offense is when they're both in the backfield together. Speaking of Hart and Kelsaw, this time Kelsaw's in the slot near side. Hart in the backfield. And we have a quarterback change for Wayne. Ethan Hartman, the junior, is in for Wayne, number 8. It's when Wayne starts to go. Another penalty on the Generals. Coach Moore's got to be furious about that, no question. False start, so we'll go back 5 yards. We'll make it 1st and 15. Now on their own 15-yard line. Or check it, I'm sorry, on their own 27. Same formation. Hart's now in the backfield with Ethan Hartman. Kelsaw, they'll fake to him, hand to Hart. Hart ran into some traffic, now bounces it outside. A slew of archers trying to get to him. I think he's out over the 1st down marker. What a run. He's just short. So he picked up all that. Penalty and some. Telling you, Hart right now, flexing his muscle. Was actually Young with the beautiful block on that far side. 2nd and 1 on the 42. Just under 4 minutes. That was Allen. Tough snap and great catch. Allen with the handoff, and it's tackled immediately for a loss. Hairston came up and put the smack down for the loss. They're just going to call it no gain, 3rd and 1. Big play here for the Generals. So Coach Moore choosing to switch quarterbacks and goes to the junior Ethan Hartman on this drive. Hart in the backfield. They're going to bunch up the set. Darius Alexander in as a tight end on this near side. Bunch formation, look for the fumbled handoff or fumbled snap. I think Southside got it. That was a fumbled snap. It is Southside Archer ball. What a huge turnover. Fumbled the snap, so that's twice. One with a fumbled handoff that they did recover for Wayne. That one they could not get back on the snap. Once again, Wayne just hurting themselves. So South will start 1st and 10. Ball's on the 42. Oh, big play after the Wayne interception. They were moving the ball, then it stalled. Hairston with a tough run, but he was grabbed by Amari Fields. but a gain of about 3.5, 4 yards. Bring up 2nd and 6 for Southside. Hairston with Johnson in the backfield. Their 4 wide receivers set. Bobo and Green to the near side here. Man-to-man coverage. Look for Johnson. And that will be a false start on Southside. Take them back 5. We'll bring up 2nd and 12. Sloppy game so far here in this first quarter. But by both squads. 2:39 remaining in this first. 0-0 is your score. We are live from Southside High School. 4A battle out of the Summit Athletic Conference. Johnson takes the snap. He's going to go deep here to Bobo. Bobo trying to measure it and intercepted. He did get that foot down, I do believe. He did. Number 13, Javier Johnson. Another one. What a play by Javier Johnson. Bobo just gave up on the route. Can't blame Dennis Johnson for that. Threw it up there to his highly prized receiver. And Bobo just kind of stopped his route. Led to the interception. So 1st and 10 for Wayne again after the turnover. 4 wide receivers set. That's Hart in the backfield. Kelsaw in motion. Fake it to him, hand to Hart, and stopped immediately and fumbled. Ball still loose on the ground. And Wayne does fall on it on about their own 6-inch yard line there with a half foot. That will be Wayne ball. Another fumble. This one they will jump on it. 3rd fumble here in the first quarter. So haven't broke the momentum from last week. Well, I believe they had 7 turnovers a week ago against the Legends. Tough right there. Now in their own end zone as Collins Jones. That's going to be Collins Jones checks back in. Hard to put the backup quarterback back there in the backfield. That deep in your own end zone. Will it be 2nd and 26? Hand off to Hart, and it's a safety. First points on the board is a safety for Southside. 2-0 is your score. Archer Field defensive battle. As once again, the Wayne Generals and their lack of commitment to taking care of the ball has hurt them once again. Safety. Torres with the safety, and they will get the ball back on this free kick. Outstanding job by Southside, coming up big when they needed it. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll take a short break and hear a word from our sponsors. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. So your score, Southside 2, the Wayne Generals 0 after the safety from Torres. We're in the first quarter, 2 minutes remaining. Free kick now for Salary in the Wayne Generals. King back deep, and he will receive off the bounce. Good bounce from the Generals. He's going to take it on his own 9-yard line. Has space to this near side, but what a tackle. One-on-one play by number 4, Fabian Pearson, the senior, with the tough tackle. One-on-one on this near side. At the end of the first quarter, ladies and gentlemen, at Cary Carroll High School. Bishop Dwenger Saints up 7-0 over those Chargers. Of course, the SAC conference battle is heating up. Once again, 1st and 10 on their own 17-yard line for South. He'll hand this time. That's number 21. He's stopped immediately. Jared Little. Not much there.
On the stop, Darius Alexander and the Generals. The loss of about 1 on the play. 2nd and 11.
Loss of 1. And another flag. Been about the 10th penalty of the first quarter. That will go against Southside. False start. That will be the call. Minute 23 remaining in the first. Torres with that big play. For South as they come out with a 4-wide receiver set. Harrison in the backfield with Johnson. And handed to Hairston, but nowhere. Tackled for a loss on the play. Tristan Purnell with another big stop for Wayne. And they'll bring up 3rd and long, 3rd and 12 to be exact. Ball's on the Southside 11-yard line. Trips to the far side. Bobo alone to your near. Harrison in the backfield with Johnson. Hard count. Wayne didn't budge. Johnson now checks the wristband. Squad up 2-0 on that safety. Johnson look for the swing pass to Harrison. Harrison wasn't looking, was more on a wheel pattern. Will bring up 4th and 16, so Southside will have to punt on their own 11-yard line. This right here is where you do not want to punt it to Devonair Kelsaw, as he will head back behind Ahmad Hill. Kid is dangerous. In a game like this, where the points are going to be hard to come by, I think you want to keep it out of the hands of Kelsaw. Timeout on the field for Southside. This is SummitCitySports.com. Send it here a word from our sponsor. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. SummitCitySports.com. Jake Atkinson on the camera. Of course, I'm Tim Atkinson calling your play-by-play here this evening. We are on Archer Field. We are live. SAC football under the lights here Friday night from Fort Wayne, Indiana. 38 seconds left here in the first quarter. Southside is up 2-0 after the safety from Torres. Now they will have to punt on their own 11-yard line, 4th and 16. Low snap and nearly blocked, and that will be a flag. Ahmad Hill will receive the kick, cuts it back to the center. Good bounce, heads back in, takes it out over the 10 to about the 9-yard line. But I believe this will be an automatic first down. That's a personal foul on Wayne, a huge call. personal foul will bring up 1st and 10.
1st and 10. There is a fine on the field.
Will give Southside a automatic 1st down after the 15-yard penalty. So Wayne, once again, the penalties, they just can't get out of their own way here tonight. Same thing a week ago at Northside. Definitely have the skilled players, but just not consistent of keeping those hankies in the pocket. Concordia up at the end of 1. They're up over Northrop 14-3. The Carroll Chargers now up 10-7 after a counter tap. 50-yard interception returned for a touchdown. Taps an outstanding defensive player for Carroll. That's his 2nd pick of the season. Just a tough player there at Carroll. Bluffton up over Jake County 12-6. That's in the 1st. A beautiful night here at Southside. A little bit of rain at the beginning of the contest has tapered off. Nice, beautiful sky out here in Fort Wayne. Cool fall feeling type of night. Southside goes back to work after that personal foul for roughing the kicker. As Southside was punting from their own goal line. Automatic 1st down. They're on their own 26-yard line. 1st and 10. Southside been running this 4 wide receiver spread formation pretty much the whole 1st quarter. Johnson looked left, now goes right, hit a little bit early, but timed well as far as what the umpire thought, looking right at him. That was intended for number 6, Eldridge Wells. That'll be incomplete. 2nd and 10. Two nothing Southside on top. Johnson takes a snap. He'll hand to Hairston. Hairston being tracked and is tackled by Alexander. And number 28, Tristan Purnell, who's been all over the place for the Wayne defense. Purnell been outstanding. As him and Alexander immediately stopped that for a loss. 3rd and 11. And that will be the end of the 1st quarter with your score. Southside 2, the Wayne Generals 0. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Southside going over some last-minute instructions here with Coach Northfleet as they are up against it now. 3rd and 11. They're going to start on their own 25-yard line as they switch fields here at the start of this 2nd quarter. Again, this is SummitCitySports.com. Make sure you follow us on Twitter at 260sports, like our Facebook page, Summit City Sports, and be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Of course, this wouldn't be possible without Parkview Sports Medicine and, of course, Sports Center, Inc., bringing you this Summit City Sports.com broadcast from Archer Field, Southside High School. So 3rd and 11, we swap sides. First play of the 2nd quarter, 4 wide receiver set. and solely going with this formation has Coach Northfleet. Johnson looks to pass and threw it right in between two of his receivers. Bobo went in that time and Green went out. 4th and 11 on the incompletion. Southside will have to punt once again. At least they're not standing on their own goal line here. Back deep is Kelsaw. Devonair Kelsaw, number 5. Definitely want to keep it away from him. But also his up man, I would definitely angle this out of bounds if I can. Back to kick, number 81, Burt Ford, the sophomore. Takes a snap and a big boot, line drive. Kelsaw, he'll take it. Finds space on that far side. He could go. Devonair Kelsaw gets a block, cuts it out, and then knocked out of bounds at about the 16-yard line. What did I tell you? Just a matter of time with Devonair Kelsaw. You give him touches, he'll eventually break something off for you. The sophomore for a big return. 1st and 10 for Wayne. Ball spotted on the 15-yard line of Wayne. Of South. About a 50-55-yard return from Kelsaw. Bunch again. They're going to draw with Collins Jones. Comes up and breaks the tackle, cuts it back into the inside, and then finally drop, but definitely near the first down marker. Penalty thrown late after the play was over, or as it was finishing by the referee. Let's see what the call is. That was just short of a first down, I believe, on that quarterback draw. Usually a hold. That is what the call is going to be. So Wayne, again, another penalty on a good play will back them up. Down 2-0. Here on the road against the Southside Archers. Beautiful night here in Fort Wayne, Indiana. Rain is trying to hold off for us. So they'll move it back 5. We'll bring up 1st and about 13. Quick hitter out to Kelsaw. Kelsaw makes one miss. Comes out near side and is tackled by Bobo. Also came up to lay a hit was Ronnie Barnett, the senior. And then a late flag. I believe this is going to be some unsportsmanlike conduct. Let's see what the call is. I see some Wayne or some Southside players unhappy. Unsportsmanlike conduct it is on Southside. Coach Northfleet having a word with Maurice Bobo. See where they end up marking this. Should be 15 after the run. Referee talks to Terrence Frison. And now they will make me a signal. Unsportsmanlike conduct, that is on Southside. That's an automatic first down. The 1st and 10 ball is spotted on the Southside 6-yard line. 11 and a half minutes remaining in this second quarter. They're gonna bunch their 4 wideouts. Collins Jones takes the snap. They're gonna go on a draw wide and is blasted, ran right in to number 11, Omar Jackson, the sophomore. And Jackson laid a picture-perfect tackle right there in front of your eyes. Held his corner and just laid his shoulder down, picked up and drove into the ground. Beautiful play on that far side. Impressive tackle. Omar Jackson from the sophomore, no less. Will bring up 2nd and 6. Ball's on the 6. And a tackle for loss. That's number 21 for Southside, Jared Little. We'll call it a sack. We'll bring up 3rd now. And long. So a loss of about 5 on that play. 3rd and 11 on the south 11-yard line. Wayne cannot get a first down. 3rd and goal from the 11. 9.5 as they spread out into the game now. And offsides or encroachment from the offense. Move them back another 5. Make it 3rd and 16 on the south side 16. So 3rd and goal. Southside up 2-0 over the Wayne Generals. 2 4A squads. Both teams back to the action here. 9:44 remaining in the second. And I think Coach Norfleet's going to come in for a timeout. And we'll take that timeout with them here for a second. We'll join you here in a minute. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. SummitCitySports.com brought to you by Parkview Sports Medicine and, of course, Summit Sports Center, Inc. As we are back to the action, 9:44 remaining in this second quarter. Southside up 2-0 on the safety for wide receiver set. That's Hartman in, and he is sacked immediately. Marcolin Hairston with the huge sack. We'll bring up 4th and goal from deep. Ball is spotted at the 27-yard line. 4th and goal. They'll officially mark it on the 28. They will send in their kicker, Bailey Salary. The kid can boot it. Check it, they're bringing in Webb Cameron. Cameron Webb with the right-footed boot. Hartman will hold from deep, low kick, and it's good. What a kick. Wayne takes the lead from deep. Ball was on the 28 for a 45-yarder. For Wayne, what a kick. So they don't bring in Bailey Salary. In comes the freshman, Cameron Webb, who knocks it through the uprights. Still had some distance. It was definitely low, but had plenty of distance. Could have added another 5 yards, so I'm not sure if Salary's hurt or what, but they did not miss a thing, bringing in the freshman who knocks one through the uprights from 45 yards deep to go up 3-2. 21-7 Lures over Northside in the second quarter there. So he will kick. Cameron Webb, a big field goal to put Wayne up by 1. Now Luke Andrews. With the kick, a big one near side. Fielded. And tackled by number 91 for Wayne, Keshawn Fields, the freshman. So Wayne leads 3-2, 8:46 remaining in this first half. Outstanding play by Wayne. Up now by 1 with the big boot. Went up 3-2. I'll get a double check on that number on the field goal from this angle. It looked like it was Cameron Webb. That may have been Luke Andrews, and I am getting word, yes, it was Luke Andrews with that field goal. Southside runs a screen and blew up immediately by Terrence Friesen, the senior. Read that screen perfectly for the tackle for a loss. We'll bring up 2nd and long for Southside on their own 19-yard line.
Second down for the Archers, inside the 20 on up the 19-yard line.
2nd and 16 from their 19. Trips now to the near side after the motion. Johnson's going to look to pass. Being pressured by Young. And will head out of bounds. He was actually being pressured that time by number 41, Christian Thomas. Got it back to the line of scrimmage is where they mark it. 3rd and 17 for Southside. Just under 8 minutes remaining in this first half. SummitCitySports.com brought to you by Parkview Sports Medicine. Coming to you live from Archer Field on the campus of Southside High School. 2 4A squads in the SAC. Wayne comes into tonight's game 1-3. Southside looking for their first dub of the season. Down by 1 with possession. Johnson takes a snap, looks to pass, has to scramble. Scrambles wide, comes back to Bobo. Bobo's hit but makes the catch. Got it just above the original line of scrimmage, or right at. Should bring up 4th and about 10 for Southside. Friesen with the tackle. Punting unit comes in for the Archers with 7.5 minutes remaining in this first half. Kelsaw back deep once again. Broke off about a 50-55 yarder his last return, which set up the field goal. Ahmad Hill, of course, is up, man. Here's the boot. Low line drive kick. Ahmad Hill takes it. Out over the 50, 45. He's got space on that far sideline and is finally wrangled out of bounds near the 20-yard line. So another good return for Wayne. Fielded at about the 45. Took it out to the 27. Beautiful return. 1st and 10. But a flag on the field. What do we got? Face mask on Southside. A big penalty against Southside. That should add 15 to the end of that return. Just under 7 minutes. Wayne up 3-2. That is a personal foul.
Personal foul on the Archers.
First and 10.
Move it down to about the 11-yard line. Will be first and 10.
Ball's on the south 21-yard line. 3 wide receiver set. Look for Young. I like a fade pattern right here for Young on this near side. Instead, they're going to hand to Kelsaw on this jet sweep. Looking for space, has it on this near side, cuts it back, and he's going to stroll into the end zone. But a late flag. The line judge was looking right at Craig Young when he threw it. I think we're going to have a hold against Wayne. That will make that touchdown null and void. It will. 10 yards from the spot of the foul. Bring it back. Wayne, another penalty.
That penalty moves it back to the Archer
Huge
20-yard
penalty
line.
once again for Wayne. Cannot get out of their own way this evening. Still with the lead though. Up 3-2 over South here at Southside. Four wide receiver set for the Generals. They're going to hand to Hart. Hart finds space, cuts it back in. Out over the 20, still going over the 15. And we'll mark him at the 14. And another late flag by the referee. I think that's going to be another unsportsmanlike conduct against South.
Middle of the Archer line.
Referee jotting it down in his little black book right now.
Christ instead.
Wayne up 3-2. Been a defensive battle, should say an offensive struggle here in this first half. Unsportsmanlike conduct on South. And that'll be offsetting penalties.
Unsportsmanlike call against the Generals.
And Therese Bobo is ejected.
Offsetting penalties.
So the leading receiver, Therese Bobo, is ejected from the contest. Halfway to go in the second quarter. 2 offsetting unsportsmanlike penalty calls at the end of that play. But that's a big loss for Southside. I didn't see if a Wayne General player was ejected. Can't see one leaving the sideline. I believe it was just Bobo, as the referee is going over his decision with Coach Northfleet, as it was the referee who was walking behind that play and threw the flag. He's the one that saw it. So I'm not sure what happened. But that's a big, big loss for Therese, or for Southside, losing Therese Bobo, their leading wide receiver. As I think Coach Moore is talking about it right now, if his player is out or not. Clock is stopped with 6:39 remaining in this second quarter. Goes over what the decision is.
Also, the girls soccer team will be in action. They'll be away at East Noble beginning at 1 p.m.
Carroll up over Dwenger 30-7. Just under 3 minutes to go in that first half. So a bit of a surprise there at Carroll Charger Stadium. High potent offense for Carroll, Nick Novotny and company. Wheeling and dealing. Snyder up 6-3. That is against Homestead. They're at Spooler. Trips to your far, that's Craig Young. To your near side, they're gonna go quick hitter to Kelsaw. Kelsaw makes the first one miss, as he always does, and is tackled by the second one. Did get it back to the line of scrimmage. I believe that was King on the tackle. Kelsaw did get it back to the line of scrimmage. So second and 19.
It'll be second down for the Generals. At about 19.
On the south side, 19-yard line. Wayne can get a first down inside the 1. Trips to your far side. That's Young alone to your near. Like a fade route right here. Young, they go a crossing pattern to Young, and there it was. Bobble, but caught for the touchdown. So Craig Young missed the first one, but got the rebound for the touchdown. Wayne scores from 19 yards out from DeAndre Collins-Jones to Craig Young for the receiving touchdown, 19-yarder. That's Young's first receiving touchdown of the season. But one-on-one coverage, you got to go to the size of Craig Young, 6'5". So that Southside now down 10-2. Wayne with the big play to go up by 8 after the 19-yard touchdown catch by Craig Young. Wayne up by 8. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. 10-2, Wayne on top. Luke Andrews to kick. He blasted a 45-yarder as that one will roll out of bounds for a illegal procedure against Wayne. So good field position will start for the Archers. .546 remaining, plenty of time to put one in the end zone. They are without their leading wide receiver. Therese Bobo was ejected. Not sure what happened on the play. Four wide receiver set. That's Harrison in the backfield with Johnson.
Archers have put the ball in play, 1st and 10 from their own 35-yard line.
Eastside 24-14 over Garrett. 1st and 10 for South. Ball spotted on their own 35-yard line. Right here, South needs to put a drive together. 4 wide receiver set. Harrison in the backfield again. That's a play action. Johnson scrambles, being tracked by Alexander, and thrown and caught. I believe that's King on that far side. It is A.J. King. Nice pitch and catch. We got a 9-yard gain. 2nd 1 for their Archers. Columbia City up 34-14 over DeKalb. That's midway through the second. Handoff this time to Harrison. Harrison into a crowd, but that will be a first down. About a gain of 2. Alexander there on the stop. Along with big number 75, Zach Etter, his senior, 6'1", 315-pounder. Trips to your near side. That's King alone to your far side. Harrison in the backfield to Johnson. 5:17 remaining in this second quarter. Johnson, good safety help on King. That's where he was looking to go. He's going to be tracked down, flips it out to Hairston. Nice play, and then gets a block. Hairston cuts it back in, spin move out to the 35-yard line. But all done from the legs of Dennis Johnson, keeping the play alive. Spun out of pressure. Went to the far hash, came back to the near hash, found Hairston out of the backfield for the first down. Ball spotted on the 38-yard line for Wayne. 1st and 10. South down by 8. 5 minutes remaining in the second quarter. Hands off to Hairston. Hairston cuts, lowers his shoulder out to about the 35. About a gain of 3.
Stop to the play by Lucas Fender and Christian Thomas. He gained him about 3.
2nd, 7.
Ball resting on the general 36-yard line.
4 wide receiver set again for Southside. Harrison in the backfield with Dennis Johnson. Johnson pressured once again. He may be in trouble this time. Does make another one miss. Looking for help. Takes it, and just short of the line of scrimmage. Be a loss of about 3 to 4 yards.
45-yard line.
Jack, that's a loss of about 6.5 yards. So trying to scramble out of pressure. That time no one shook free. So a loss on the play. Will bring up 3rd and long.
At this time, we need the homecoming court to Paisley Park to the north end of the field. The homecoming
Ball
court,
spotted on the Wayne
Paisley
45-yard line. Officially 3rd and 7 for Southside. Trips to your far side. Lone wide receiver to the near. That's Eldridge Wells. Hairston. Johnson takes. Screen pass. Nope. Yep, to the far side. King has a blocker or 2. And it's short of the first down marker, but a good play. I think you got to go for it right here if you're South. Kind of in no man's land. 4 down territory. I think that's what we'll do here.
Trying to bring it down to about the 33-yard line for the Generals.
Ball spotted on the 33, 4th and 5. 4 wide receiver set. Again, Hairston in the backfield with Johnson. Johnson takes the snap, drops it, and then a whistle. We got a flag on the play. Let's see what the call is. If this is on Wayne, this is automatic. This is probably a first down. False start on Southside, so back them up. 4th and 5 turns into a 4th and 10. Penalties, the difference this evening here in the first half, no doubt about it.
Voted 4th down and about 10 for the Archers.
Trips to your near side. Johnson will take the snap. It's going to go deep. Near side has a man wide open. Taught number 8, Quatis Book with the pass reception. 45-yarder. Outstanding pitch and catch as Book had a step on his defender for the touchdown. 10-8 is your score. Southside will go for 2. Down by 2 here in this second quarter. 3:19 remaining. What a pass, though, by Dennis Johnson. Laid it right on the money. Now going for 2 is Southside. Johnson under center. We'll hand off to Harrison. He's going to bounce it wide. He may get in, cuts it, jumps, and is in 10-10's your score. Hairston giving up the body and taking it in for the 2-point conversion to tie it up. 10-10, 3:19 remaining here in this second quarter. Let's check a word from our sponsors. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. SummitCitySports.com, brought to you by Parkview Sports Medicine and, of course, Sports Center, Inc., who is Fort Wayne's premier sporting goods dealer, offering equipment rental, embroidery, and screen printing. Sports Center is ready and willing to help you place orders and or answer any questions concerning pricing. Sports Center, Inc. is located at 5511 Coventry Lane, Fort Wayne, Indiana, 46804. So big drive for Southside. Started on their own 35-yard line, had a couple penalties in there, but did convert on the 45-yard touchdown reception to Quantice Books from Dennis Johnson with the 2-point conversion. Good by Hairston, gave up the body and launched himself in the end zone. We're sitting 10-10, tied up here on Archer Field. Squib kick once again. Kelsaw is going to come up. That's going to bounce right past him. He's just going to dive on it. So the ball will be spotted at the 25-yard line of Wayne. 1st and 10. Big drive for Southside when they needed it, no question about it. First and 10 from their own 25-yard line. Out wide. That's going to be a gain of about 15 on that pass play. Out to John Allen. 15-yard reception. King with the stop. 1st and 10. Ball's on the 40. Good pitch and catch there from Collins Jones. Allen in motion. He'll take the handoff on the jet sweep. Runs behind his blockers. Has some space. Ducks under another tackler and takes it near the 40. Oh, spotted at the 41-yard line. Big run on the jet sweep for Allen. About a 20-yard gain. We'll bring up 1st and 10. Ball on the 41-yard line of Southside. Wayne is rolling right now, are the Generals. This is where the penalties have hurt them in the past in this first half. 4 wide receiver set. That's Hart in the backfield. Kelsaw in motion. They're going to hand to Hart. Hart has a slot. Takes it out over the 35-yard line. Tackled by number 21, Jared Little. Will be close to a first down. We'll call it a yard short. Mark it 2 yards short. 2nd and 8. Near side, Kelsaw, he can make you miss out here. Tackled from behind. Kelsaw with a good gain for the first down. Tackled by number 15, Quantre Brown from behind. 1st and 10 for the Generals after the Kelsaw run. 1:48 remaining in this first half. We're tied up at 10s. Collins Jones takes the snap. Looks to pass, has Allen all alone on that far side. Makes the first one nearly miss, spun down and tackled. Well, that'll be a gain of about 13 to Allen. Allen wide open on that far side. Ball will be spotted on the 10. It will be 1st and goal. Timeout called by Southside by Coach Northfleet on the field. Score 10-10, minute 21 remaining here in this second quarter. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Minute 21 remaining in the half. 10-10 is your score. Defensive battle pretty much the whole first half into this last couple of minutes. Both teams now moving the ball on the other's defense. Score update at Carroll. Carroll Chargers up 36-7 over Dwenger with 3.5 seconds left in the half.
Congratulations on our girls' soccer victory last night, 2-1 versus South Adams.
1st and 10, minute 21 remaining. Wayne looking to break this tie going into halftime. They're going to hand it to Frison, and he is bottled up for no gain. Will bring up 2nd and goal. Davis with that initial stop. Second goal. Ball's on just beyond the 10-yard line. In motion is Kelsaw. They're going to swing it to him near side. Has blockers out in front. Looking for the end zone. Spins and is knocked down at the 2. First one to grab him was Ronnie Barnett. Then spun down at the 2-yard line. Bring up 3rd and goal. On the south side 2-yard line. 30 seconds remaining in this first half. 10-10 your score. Huge drive. Needless to say for Wayne. Southside had the momentum. Now Wayne putting together this nice drive as they're going to split out 2 wide to the far side. Stack 2 to the near side. And whistles. Timeout called by Wayne. I don't think Coach Moore liked the setup. We'll call the timeout and talk about it. Important play at 3rd and goal. From the 2-yard line with 30 seconds remaining. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, SummitCitySports.com. Make sure you follow us on Twitter at 260sports, like our Facebook page, Summit City Sports, and be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel that you're watching right here this evening. Proud to be coming to you live from Southside High School. Apologize for the connection issues. We continually try to maintain and bring you the most that we can, even live action. This game will be replayed later tonight or tomorrow as they're going to look bunch formation. Now they're going to split out Hart and run a swing out to him. What a play call by Wayne. Caught Southside off guard, lined up in a bunch, swung Hart out on the motion, threw the little swing out to him for the 2-yard touchdown reception for Hart. Puts Wayne up 16-10. In for the point after is number 99, Luke Andrews, the senior. Hartman with the hold. Hold, kick, and a flag on the field. Kick is good, but let's see what the flag is. As they discuss it. They're in the center of the field. There's the referee and the umpire. Clock is stopped with 25 seconds left in the second. As I mentioned, Carroll 36-7 over Dwenger at halftime. And personal foul.
Personal foul
Called on the Archers. So the kick will be good. 17-10.
It's called a ball now. Wayne General 17, Southside Archers 10.
Wayne on top, answered right back from the Southside score. 25 seconds remaining here in this second quarter. 17-10, Wayne on top. So penalty will be marked off on the kick. Watch for this, the boom in the end zone.
Mickey for the Generals, Luke Andrews. Deep for the Archers, Mark Harrison.
Hairston back deep along with Green. Big kick, and that'll go through the back of the end zone as expected for the touchback. 1st and 10 for the Archers, starting on their own 20-yard line with 25 seconds remaining here in this second quarter. See what Wayne chooses to do. They do have time to move it down the field. It's one timeout, I believe. Concordia up 35-3. That was with 3:27 left in the second. Concordia playing Northrop and making a statement at Spooler Stadium. So 25 seconds, 4 wide. They're going to hand to Hairston. Hairston's going to cut it back to the center. Now near side, spins out of a tackle and cannot break that tackle from Fabian Pearson. Pearson with the nice tackle for loss. And I believe South will just let the clock run out here. And that was where we will go into halftime with your score. Wayne Generals up 17-10 over the Southside Archers. We'll hear a short word from our sponsor and take a short break and join you for the second half. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. SummitCitySports.com, brought to you by Parkview Sports Medicine and Sports Center, Inc. just a minute or so away from the kick of this second half. Wayne on top, 17-10 over the home Southside Archers. We are live from Archer Field. Battle of 4A squads out of the Summit Athletic Conference. Defensive battle to start the game. Then the offense did get clicking a bit for both squads. A couple of late scores that puts us at 17-10. The Wayne Generals on top, looking to move to 2 and 3. Southside looking to get their first victory. First victory of the season here against Wayne. Definitely will need to cut the turnover bug out. It definitely can be done against the Wayne Generals. Only down by 7 are the Archers. 24 minutes of game time left. A couple of halftime and mid-third quarter scores. Lures up 28-14 through 3. About mid-third, Carroll up 39-7 over Dwenger. Mid-third, also in the third, Concordia up over Northrop 35-16. And in the third as well, Snyder up over Homestead 23-6. So Carroll trying to shake up the top of that Summit Athletic Conference to put Dwenger with 1 loss. That would leave Snyder alone atop the SAC as the undefeated team. Andrews with the kick deep, and that will split the 2 back. Green and Hairston, 1st and 10 for South. From their own 20-yard line. So Southside, important to get a good start here in this second half, down by 7. Move the ball well late in that second quarter. They are missing Therese Bobo. Was ejected in the first half on an unsportsmanlike conduct call. So missing their best wide receiver, but Johnson, who loves to spread it out anyway, will continue to do that, I'm sure, as he'll hand this one to Hairston. Hairston is stuck after about a 2-yard gain. We'll bring up 2nd and 7. They'll call it a gain of 3. Ball's on the 23-yard line of South. Down by 7. Harrison Johnson once again in the backfield. One with a tight end on this formation. As they look for the quick hitter to the far side, they got it. About a 5-yard pitch and catch. I believe that's number 6 on that far side. Eldridge Wells. Ahmad Hill on the tackle. 3rd and 3. Big third down play for South to start the second half. Definitely don't want to give the ball back to a Wayne General offense that seems to be clicking, at least as we went into halftime. 3 wide receiver, 4 wide receiver set. Johnson's going to take the handoff and give it to Harrison. Stuck immediately by about 3 or 4 Generals. That was led by Terrence Frison and Darius Alexander. Outstanding play. Also Hart on the stop. Will bring up 4th and 8. Huge stop for Wayne to start this second half. Back deep. Outstanding sophomore, Devonair Kelsaw. Ahmad Hill is his up man. Bert Ford. Back to kick. No pressure. Low kick and directly out of bounds. That's going to be about a 10-yard punt, if that. That's about a 15-yard punt. as they will spot it at the 36-yard line. 1st and 10 for Wayne.
Ball is put down at the Archer 34-yard line where the Generals will take over.
Alexander in on offense for Wayne. That's big number 9. He'll line up on this near side tight end. 2 in the backfield. I believe that's Hart and Fry's on. Check it, Bass. They'll hand it to Hart, though. Hart makes one cut inside and drags some tacklers out to the near the first down marker, about an 8-yard gain. 2nd and 2 for Wayne. 9.5 minutes remaining in this third. SummitCitySports.com. Make sure you follow us on Twitter, 260sports. Like our Facebook page, Summit City Sports. And be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Two wide receivers set, 2 in the backfield. They're going to hand off near side. That's Kelsaw, and he's stopped immediately for a loss. I believe that's number 26, Kavion Jones. Check it, 25, Jermaine Freeman, that led the charge along with big number 72, Christian Smith. 3rd and 6 for Wayne. Ball's on the 30-yard line of South. 2 wide receivers set, 2 in the backfield. They're going to hand off to Kelsaw on a counter. He's got space to that outside, cuts it back in, makes a miss. He could go the distance, and touchdown, Devonair Kelsaw. 30-yard TD run for the sophomore. Put it in the end zone. Made a couple miss. Once he got that corner, turned on the jets and put it in the end zone for 6. Andrews in for the PAT. Telling you, Kelsaw, Devonair Kelsaw, one of the explosive players, athletes in the city of Fort Wayne. Just shows you there, 30-yard touchdown run. Does he look like he'll get bottled up on that far side? Nope. Takes it the distance as Andrews knocks out the PAT. Wayne now up 23-10, 8:21 remaining in this third quarter. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. SummitCitySports.com, brought to you by Parkview Sports Medicine and, of course, Sports Center, Inc. 8:21 remaining in this third quarter. Your score, the Wayne Generals on top of the home Southside Archers, 24-10. 8:21 remaining in the third. Big break off on that rushing touchdown by Devonair Kelsaw. Dropped a 30-yarder on South to put them up 24-10. Here against the home Archers. Kick is deep, and that'll be in the end zone for a touchback. South will start 1st and 10 from their own 20-yard line. Jake Atkinson on the camera this evening. Tim Atkinson calling your play-by-play. Plenty of action as we have cameras at every SAC game this evening. Make sure you check it out on our YouTube channel. Subscribe to that channel. Be notified of all of our full games and highlight clips. And, of course, live stream broadcasts as they happen. Johnson, he's going to keep it. Makes the first one miss, and then it's tackled, flag, 2 flags down. That's just short of the 30. We'll see what the call is.
That penalty will go against the Archers.
That'll be against Southside. So as they talk about it, with Terrence Fries on there near the 15-yard line. So they will mark it off. Wayne up 24-10, 8:13 remaining in this third. Southside did start with the possession to start the second half, went 3 and out. Gave the ball to Wayne, and Wayne took it the distance, capped by a Kelsaw 30-yard touchdown run. We set now 1st and 18, ball's on the 12-yard line of South. 4 wide receiver set, Harrison in the backfield with Johnson. Johnson, it's a snap, looks to throw, rolls out, there's pressure, plenty of space, has a wide open Harrison down the center of the field, makes the first one miss, stiff arm, comes near side, and is pushed out of bounds by number 6, Hassan Kamari. So big pass and reception to Markland Hairston. Ball spotted at the 48-yard line, 1st and 10. Oh, about a 45-yard play. Big play there for South. See if they can move that into some momentum. Clock has stopped, 7:49 here in the third. Play action, looked right down the center, nearly picked by number 54, Anthony Black, the senior. Jumped the route on that, nearly picked it off. But at the least, he did break it up. We'll bring up 2nd and 10 for the Archers. King brings the play in from the sideline, relays it to Johnson. Johnson breaks the huddle. Trips to your far side. King, your lone wide receiver, to the near. In the backfield, that's number 15, Quantry Brown. With Johnson. Alexander brings the pressure. Way to come out of traffic there by Johnson, that just overthrew his receiver. But outstanding athleticism by the senior captain, Dennis Johnson. Scrambles out of pressure. 3rd and 10. Looked like a definite sack for Alexander, but Johnson uses the legs, get out of it. 3rd and 10. Southside needs to keep going with this drive. Do not want to give it back to the Wayne offense, who is feeling very, very confident right now against this Archer defense. Takes a snap. Johnson. Pressured again, this time nowhere to go. Sacked by a trio of generals. Alexander, but that was led by number 52, Delta Chapman. Also there, number 28, Tristan Purnell. That will make it 4th and 25 after the 15-yard sack by the slew of generals. 7:05 remaining in the third. Southside will have to punt, down by 2 touchdowns. Devonair Kelsaw back deep. Ahmad Hill can return it as well, as we've seen by both players here in this game through 3, about 2.5 quarters. But a timeout on the field. We'll take that with them here this evening.
Early in the 4th quarter, Snyder 23, Homestead 10.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Update from Carroll High School. Carroll up over Dwenger, 36-14. Update at Lewers, 35-15. Lewers up there. Here we have 24-10 with Wayne set to return this punt with Kelsaw and Ahmad Hill. Nearly blocked. Did get it off and a good kick. Ahmad Hill took that one and has space, cuts it back, makes one miss and takes it out over the 45-yard line. Big return once again for Wayne. They'll spot it at the 42, 1st and 10. Outstanding return once again by the Wayne Generals. Special teams has been ginormous for Wayne here on the road against their arch rival, Southside Archers. Six and a half minutes remaining in this third. We are coming to you live from Archer Field, home of Southside High School. They'll hand off that one. Quick hitter out near the first down marker, about a gain of 8 for Richard Bass. 2nd and 2. And a flag on the play. Let's check what the call is. Dead ball foul. That will be another personal foul on South. It's off the top of the head. I know that's 3 at least, or possibly 4, as we have a Wayne General player down on the field. We'll take a short break. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Player being helped off the field right now. That's number 22, Richard Bass. He's had a very good game for Coach Moore. Being helped off the field right now by his teammates. Wish him all the best, of course. 1st and 10 for Wayne. Ball's on the 21-yard line.
That penalty brings it down to the Archer 21-yard line.
Wayne looking to push this 14-point lead. Offense is clicking right now. It's a dangerous side for Southside. Collins Jones in the pistol with Hart and Devonair Kelsaw. Hart will take it, lowers the shoulder, takes it out near the 10, over the 15 to about the 13-yard line. A gain of 8. 6 minutes in the third now, 24-10. Wayne in control here at Southside. Looking to get that 2nd dub of the season and keep South winless through these first 5 games. 2 wide receiver set. Haven't seen them go to Daniels at all this game as they hand that one off to Kelsaw. He makes 2 miss and then takes it over the 10. Still going near the goal line. And a loose ball. And Southside saying they have it. They do. Southside comes up with a turnover when they need. Now need to put some offense together as number 21 comes out with the ball. Gerald Little, a junior. 1st and 10 from their own 5-yard line for Southside. Need to take advantage of this turnover as Johnson gets the call from the coaching staff of South. Heads back to the huddle to give the call. Clock is stopped at 5:30 in the third.
First and 10, just inside their own 5-yard line.
See what South can do. Takes a snap, and play goes absolutely nowhere. Bottled up. I believe that will be a loss on the play. They will officially give it a 1-yard loss. 2nd and 11 now for Southside. Bring in some big fellas now, do the Archers. Just under 5 minutes. Clock is ticking. Bunch, full package formation, tight one for the Archers. They'll hand it to the fullback, and is stopped by Alexander. But after a gain of about 2, Little with the rush, tackle by Alexander. Will bring up 3rd and 7 after the 4-yard run by Little.
Third down and about 7 for the Archers.
Under 4.5 minutes remaining in this third quarter. Archers, 15 on the play clock. Down by 14 points. Need to start doing something as they're running out of time. Johnson takes a snap and gets out of pressure somehow and has space on this far side. Tries to cut it out and swung to the ground and then fumbled. They're calling him down. Looked like that was a live ball, but a good move by Johnson to get out of traffic. But still will bring up 4th and 3 for the Archers. Ball's on their own 8-yard line. So punting unit out for Southside. Down by 14. Hill and Kelsaw, of course, back deep. Either one could take it to the house. If I'm South, I angle it. A low snap, but no pressure. Big, big kick. Fielded at the 40 by Hill. Hill's got plenty of green to this side. And that'll be a block in the back called on Wayne. That will come back, I guarantee you. So let's see what they talk about. Pretty sure that's a block in the back. Right in the line of sight. That is the call. Well, that will bring that return back. Another nice return for the Wayne General punt return squad. As they will mark it off here at Southside.
Pushing it back by the General. That Perry will move it back to the Archer 48-yard line where Wayne will take over 1st and 10.
Lures up 35-13 over north side. Back to the gridiron here. Collins Jones in the pistol. He's going to hand to Hart. Hart makes the first one miss. Such a uncanny ability of that sidestep. Just slithers his way and then can lower the boom as the offensive line is making holes for Wayne, no question about it. Lucas Fender, number 71, number 70, Calvin Mitchell. So I'll get you all the numbers here for this offensive line. Has been having an outstanding game. Number 52, Delta Chapman. Collins Jones. That's Joe Alt, the center. Collins Jones wants to go deep near side. and broken up, looking for Daniels.
Intended for Zach Daniels, goes incomplete.
Incomplete, will bring up second down.
That'll bring up a third and a long two for the Generals.
Check it, third and about 3 for Wayne. Ball's on the 40-yard line. 2 wide receiver set, 2 in the backfield again with Collins Jones. Hart and Kelsaw, they'll hand it to Hart. Hart again makes that first person miss. Takes it out over the first down marker for the first down. Dalen Hart running tough.
He brings it up to the Archer 35-yard line. Will be first and 10 for Wayne.
First and 10 from the 35. Collins Jones. He's going to fake to Hart and a whistle. That'll be a false start on Wayne. Give you a rundown of that big offensive line for Wayne that's been playing very well since that first quarter. Delta Chapman, number 52. Anthony Black, number 54. Number 62, the sophomore Latrell Lapsley. Calvin Mitchell, the junior, and Lucas Fender, also a junior, for Wayne, as they're controlling the line of scrimmage and breaking up nice holes for this running attack for Wayne. Minute 30 remaining in the third quarter. Wayne is on top, 24-10. 4 wide receiver set, that's Hart in the backfield. Out wide and just threw over the head of Kelsaw.
Pass intended for Devonator Kelsaw. That pass is incomplete. That'll bring up third down. Give me second down.
That will bring
Down
up
15.
second and 15. Obviously, Wayne not in a hurry to run a play. Up by 14 points with a minute 19 remaining in this third. Clock is stopped on that incomplete pass. 4 wide receiver set. Kelsaw in motion. They're going to go deep to Young. Young! Again, Young just stops his route. Saw it last week against Northside. Almost like he's not expecting the ball. That time zone defense in the defensive backfield for South. Young ran right back past the cornerback. Collins Jones laid a nice ball, but Young just cut the route off. Will bring up third and 15. Those are the type of plays that sophomore will learn how to handle in the future. Outstanding player, outstanding talent. Great basketball player as well on the hardwood. Collins Jones on the wheel route to Allen, and Allen cannot corral it in. 4th and 15. Wayne most likely will punt. Ball is on the 40-yard line of Southside. Minute 06, clock is stopped here in the third. Back to kick is Salary for the Generals and Coach Moore. Back deep is Markland Hairston and AJ King for South. It's Hairston, standing player, 313 rushing yards on the year. That's top 10 in the SAC. As we have another flag on the field, it'll be a delay of game. I believe that was taken on purpose by Coach Moore to give Salary a bit more room, as he has a big leg. So we'll go 4th and 20 on the Southside 45-yard line with 1:06 remaining in the third. Tonight's broadcast brought to you by SummitCitySports.com. Make sure you follow us on Twitter at 260sports. Like our Facebook page, Summit City Sports, and of course subscribe to our YouTube channel. Big boot by Salary, as I mentioned it. Takes one bounce and into the end zone for a touchback. So Southside will start 1st and 10 from their own 20-yard line. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. 1st and 10 for the Archers. Ball's on their own 20-yard line. Running out of time. Just under a minute left in the third, down by 14 points. Dennis Johnson in the shotgun with Harrison next. Play action, look to pass. Hat Green, good rollover by the safety. Johnson still going. Alexander trying to track him down. And finally it's pushed out of bounds by number 23, Terrence Frison, after a gain of about 7. Once again, Dennis Johnson's legs keeping a play alive for Southside and Coach Northfleet.
2nd and 3 for the Archers. Ball on their 27-yard line.
2nd and 3 on their own 27. 47 seconds. Smart by Johnson to bop out of bounds there. Stopping the clock. Trips to the near side, lone wide receiver to the far side, and that's going to be encroachment on the defense. Mark off another 5 and give the Archers an automatic 1st down. 1st and 10 on the Southside 33-yard line. Check at 32. 1st and 10. That was just on that far side. I believe it was Hart that jumped. Either way, 1st and 10 on their own 32, 47 seconds remaining in this first quarter. SummitCitySports.com. Of course, brought to you by Parkview Sports Medicine and Sports Center, Inc. Trips to the near side, lone wide receiver to the far. Harrison in the backfield. Johnson takes a snap. That's a hitch and go, but they leave King all alone with tons of cushion to this near side. Come up, and he was not down. That's a good no whistle by the referee. And now Will out over the 45 to the 46-yard line. About a 14-yard. 1st and 10. Timeout called by Wayne on the field with 33 seconds remaining here in this third quarter. Wayne Generals traveling from Wayne here to Southside, up 24-10. 33 seconds remaining here in the third. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. SummitCitySports.com, brought to you by Parkview Sports Medicine, who's a proud supporter of Fort Wayne area and its athletics and its athletes. Make sure you check them out, Parkview Sports Medicine at parkview.com. Back to the action, trips to the far side. King alone to your near. Harrison in the backfield with Dennis Johnson. Johnson, of course, leads the SAC in passing. 901 yards coming in tonight. It's going to look deep. And it's got a man and broken up at the last minute by Kelsaw. Just stuck it in. Stuck an arm in there to break it up. Nope, that's number 6. Hassan Kamari with the pass breakup on the deep play. Looking for Quantice Book. Broken up. 2nd and 10. 25 seconds remaining in this third. The ball spotted. 46-yard line, 2nd and 10 for South. Need to capitalize on this drive, obviously. They'll hand to Harrison. Harrison has some space, stutter step, and takes it out over the 50. And that's going to be an unsportsmanlike conduct call against Wayne on a late push. And that is it, the call. About our 6th or 7th unsportsmanlike call here this evening. 10 seconds remaining in this third. That's a costly penalty. That'll be another 15. An automatic first down for the Archers. Ball will be placed at the 34-yard line, so 1st and 10 on the Wayne 35. Southside moving now. Johnson and Harrison will be in the backfield. 4 wide receiver set. Green in motion. Looks near side to King and just underthrown. Incomplete, 2nd and 10 for Southside. Clock is stopped with 5 seconds here in the third. King having a word there with the coaching staff. Heads back to the huddle, gives the play to Johnson. Not sure why we have number 50 coming out of the game, but he was made to come out. Maybe it's blood on the person, but Southside's kind of looking around, not sure what's going on here. Well, there's 10 on the play clock. And Southside has to take a timeout. Tough on the Archers. Have to take a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in this third. Clock was stopped already. Huge play there. Have to burn a timeout, do the Archers. Down by 14, 24-10. 5 seconds left in this third. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Timeout winding down for Southside. 5 seconds remaining here in the third, 24-10. Wayne on top, looking to move to 2-3 on the season. Southside still looking for their first dub of the year. 0-4 coming into tonight's action. Find themselves down by 14 points with just over 12 minutes remaining in this game. 4 wide receiver set again for South. Green in motion. They'll hand to Harrison. Harrison is tackled by Alexander up high and down low by number 41, Christian Thomas. We'll bring up 3rd and 8. We will go into the 4th quarter with your score. Southside down to the Wayne Generals, 24-10. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Wayne up 24-10 here at Southside as we get started, started for this fourth quarter update from Concordia. Concordia puts up 56 points and beats Northrop 56-22. Johnson being pressured, spins out of it once again, sees the hole, steps up in it, goes deep, and a push-off not called as the referees were not in position. Well, that was an easy call, but nevertheless, Eldridge Wells takes the reception on the Wayne 32, 24-16. On the big touchdown pass and reception to number 6, Eldridge Wells. (24-16). Southside. They're going to come out and go for 2. Cut it to a 6-point deficit. 11:51 left here in this fourth. Johnson under center. He's going to play action to Hairston, has him wide open. Number 9, Davion Drawn with the PAT. 2-point conversion is good. Mark it 24-18. Southside cut into that deficit here against the Wayne Generals. 24-18. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Southside answers when they need to, cut it to a 6-point deficit with 11:51 remaining in this game. As we expect, it going to come down to the wire. It's going to be who does not get in their own way. No question about it. The penalties have been staggering this evening, but Southside back in the contest, down by 6. With 11:51 to go, they're set to kick off, and Hairston will kick off. Deep is Allen and Javier Johnson. Allen and Kelsaw, your up men. Good hands by number 15, Trevion Walton, to cover that up. That will be 1st and 10 for Wayne. Ball's at the 42-yard line, where they will take over 1st and 10. Wayne, 4 wide receiver set. That's Kelsaw in the backfield. Check in motion was Allen. Little mistimed play, barely got it off, and that'll be a minimal gain for Kelsaw. Second and 9, they will officially call it a 1-yard gain. Collins Jones gets the call from the sidelines. Wayne breaks the huddle. And that'll be a false start on Wayne. Push them back 5 yards. 2nd and 14 now. On the Wayne 47-yard line, 11:07 remaining in the contest. .216 left in the game. New Haven up over Norwell 60-6. New Haven is making a statement over these past couple games. Put a dominating performance against the Leo Lions a week ago. Collins Jones, look for Young, check it, near side, nearly picked off by number 3, Ronnie Barnett. Was intended to number 19, Amani Wright Thompson. Will bring up 3rd and 14. Momentum squarely right now with the Archers. .11:02 remaining in this game. Kelsaw in motion. They'll play action to Kelsaw. They'll go to a screen to the far side. That was play action to Allen. That's check it. And that was a screen to Devin-Eric Kelsaw, who just lost his footing. That'll be a loss of about 3. They'll say 2 officially, 4th and 16. Wayne has to punt with 2:40 left in this fourth. Clock is ticking. Wayne definitely thinking about now. We're in control for the majority of portion of this game through the middle, but a big kick by Salary. Fight over the ball. Harrison will take it. He'll bring it near side. Stiff arm, breaks the tackle, and then is knocked out of bounds by number 13, Javier Johnson. 1st and 10 for Southside. Ball spotted on their own 36-yard line. 1st and 10. Go back to that Concordia game. Outstanding game for Concordia. Keeps putting up the numbers. This time against Northrop. Take a look at next week's matchups. Concordia is at Dwenger, Lures at Northrop, Northside at Homestead, Snyder at these Wayne Generals, and these Archers will travel across town to play the Carroll Chargers. Trips to your far side, lone wide receiver to your near, that's Eldridge. Johnson, double move here for Wells. Wayne all over that, had safety help, did Hill. .10 remaining here in the game. 2nd and 10 for the Archers. Same formation. Johnson with Harrison in the backfield takes a look at the sideline for the change of play. Satisfied. Calls out the signals, and that's going to be offside. False start on Southside. Move them back 5. 2nd and 15 now from their own 31-yard line. Penalties have been so huge this evening on Archer Field by both squads. Hasn't been a one-sided scenario at all. But so many penalties here this evening. Johnson takes a snap, look for the quick hitter, threw it behind. Book on that, nearly picked. 3rd and 15 now for Southside. Clock is stopped with 10:06 remaining. Snyder does hold on against the Homestead Spartans. They do win 23-17 to stay undefeated ranked #1 in Class 5A here in the state of Indiana. Screen set up to Harrison. He has a blocker and some space. Cuts it back into some green, and what a tackle. Fabian Pearson came up and one-on-one, put the tackle on Hairston. That would have been a first down if he did not make that play. 4th and 6 for Southside on their own 40-yard line. They will look to punt, only down by 6. Kelsaw and Hill back for the Generals. Low snap again, good corral and a shank punt near side. That will go out at about the 45-yard line of Wayne. So Wayne will start 1st and 10. Officially on the Wayne 45-yard line. 24-18, Wayne on top. Need to kill some clock here, obviously, but don't want to get too check it, 1st and 10 on the 45, 9:14 remaining. Collins Jones, that's going to be a keeper to the far side, cuts it in, cuts it back outside, has some space, and is tripped up at the 40-yard line. Flag on the play. Let's see what the call is. Looks like this is going to go against Wayne. Just from the reaction from the players on that far side. Now talking to Wayne players, so I believe this will be on South. Personal foul. Face mask against Southside. 15-yard penalty after the end of the run. Will bring up 1st and 10. Ball will be placed at the 27-yard line.
Ball is placed down on the Archer 27-yard line. Will be the Generals'
1st and 10 from the South 27. Be huge if Wayne could put this in the end zone. Obviously up by 6. 9 minutes remaining. 4 wide receiver set for the Generals. Hands off. Kelsaw bounces it wide. Harrison does track him down and trips him up out over the 25 to about the 24-yard line. Be a gain of 3, 2nd and 7. Did stay in bounds smartly. 8:42 and ticking here in the 4th. Play clock down to 13. Wayne doing a nice job. Trips to the far side. Lone is young to the near. Kelsaw in the backfield with Collins Jones. Doing a quick hitter out to Allen. Now that's the second time I've seen a Wayne player just lose his studs out on the gridiron, trying to make a quick cut, but there is a penalty marker on the field. That will go against Wayne on the illegal procedure. Waiting to see if Southside will take the penalty. So 2nd and a long 11. Ball on the 28. Hand off to Kelsaw. Kelsaw, quick step, but then is a ton of Southside players led by Christian Smith. Will bring up third down for the Generals. See what Coach Moore has in store on this big play of the game. Collins Jones takes the snap. He's going to roll out near side. Has Johnson. Javier Johnson with a blocker and Young, and keeps it in bounds. Tackled by number 9, Davion Drawn. Good pitch and catch to Johnson from Collins Jones for a first down. Big third down conversion. First and 10 on the south side 11. Clock is ticking, under 7.5 minutes remaining in the game. Here comes Collins Jones with the call from Coach Moore on the sideline. Hands off to Kelsaw. Kelsaw has a blocker in space to the outside, and what a tackle. Came off the block, made a strong tackle on the outside by number 11, Omar Jackson, the sophomore. He may have busted that without the one-on-one tackle. 2nd and 4 from the 5. Can't get a first down. Collins Jones, take the snap, hands to Kelsaw. Kelsaw looks for a hole and is stopped immediately. Short gain. Hairston, stop. Third and 4 on the no gain for Wayne. 6 minutes left in the contest. Wayne up by 6 with the ball. 2 wide receiver set. They're split. Kelsaw with Jones. He'll take the handoff. Kelsaw tries to cut it back, cut it in, and that is a touchdown. Devonair Kelsaw with the 2nd TD run. This one a 4-yard touchdown scamper for Devonair Kelsaw, his 2nd TD of the game. Pushes the lead to 30-18. Bounce that to the outside, saw that lane to cut it back in, and boom, there it is for 6, Devonair Kelsaw. Andrews in for the kick. Up, and it is good. So Wayne, 5:45 remaining in the game, up 31-18 over the home Southside Archers. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. 5:45 remaining in the game, 31-18. Wayne Generals on top. Devonair Kelsaw just ran his 2nd touchdown in from this one from 4 yards out. Extra point is good for Andrews, 31-18. Wayne in control as this game winds down. Green and Hairston back deep, and that'll be offsides on the kicking team. So back it up 5. So they'll re-kick it 5 yards deeper.
That penalty goes against the Generals.
Andrews tees her up. This squad up by 13, under 6 minutes remaining in the game. Hairston. Once again, Pearson. When the Wayne Generals have needed a tackle, Fabian Pearson has provided. 1st and 10. Southside will start this drive on the Archer 35-yard line. Down by 13 points, need to score quickly. Saints 4th and goal at the 4-yard line of Carroll. And Carroll gets the stop. Pachelny fumbles with 3:04 left in that game at Carroll High School. Johnson with the 6-yard run. 2nd and 4.
About 6 on the play. It was 2nd and 4 for the Archers. All spotted just over the 40-yard line.
For a wide receiver set, Harrison in the backfield with Johnson. 5 minutes remaining here in the 4th. Play action to Hairston. Has Green deep and overthrew. Had Book deep on the fly route. Chose to go to Green across on the crossing pattern. Will bring up 3rd and 4 for the Archers. Down by 13, under 5 minutes left. Right through the hands of A.J. King. That would have been a 1st down. Would have been a 5-yard gain, but just through the hands. Will bring up 4th and 4. Fourth and 4 for Southside. Obviously must convert here against the Generals to keep this rolling. This could be the game pretty much. Johnson takes a snap, hesitated, then does go to King, and that is incomplete. Turnover on downs. Wayne will take over. 1st and 10 from the Southside 41-yard line. Tonight's broadcast, ladies and gentlemen, brought to you by SummitCitySports.com. Follow us on Twitter at 260sports. Like our Facebook page, Summit City Sports. And be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Of course, Summit City Sports would not be able to get out here and be able to do all these games, soccer and volleyball during the week, tennis, pictures, you name it, without the support of Parkview Sports Medicine and, of course, Sports Center, Inc. Big shout out to both Parkview Sports Medicine and Sports Center, Inc. for bringing Summit City Sports to the area as we cover all 5 SAC games every Friday night. Make sure you follow us on Twitter at 260sports. Follow me as well on Twitter at Tim Atkinson22. Out 3, 4, sometimes 5 times a week, bringing you varsity sports from Fort Wayne and the surrounding area. Of course, drop us a line if you must. Have any ideas, games you want us to cover, what have you. Always drop a line to us. You could do that via message on our Twitter at 260sports, or of course can message us on our Facebook page, Summit City Sports. 1st and 10, 4:45 remaining. Look for Wayne. Keep this ball on the ground. Yeah, that will be a 5-yard penalty on Southside. On the encroachment call. 1st and 5. Ball's on the South 36. (31-18). Wayne on top of the Archers. That will be a 1st down.
By the Archers, A.J. King, along with Todd Hoffer. That results in a 1st down for the Generals.
4:38 remaining in the game.
Ball spotted about the 26-yard
1st
line.
and 10, ball's on the 27-yard line of South. Collins Jones. In the backfield in the pistol. He'll hand to Kelsaw on the counter. Kelsaw looks for a hole and runs into the line of scrimmage
Again on the carry.
for no gain.
Hit by the right side of the Archer defensive line. Led by Jacob Toys.
That will bring up 2nd and 10
No gain
for
on the play.
Generals after no gain. Second and 10. And another penalty against Southside. Defense again stepping over that line of scrimmage. That'll be another 5-yard penalty. 3:35 remaining, 2nd and 5 for Wayne. Up by 13 points.
Down to the 21-yard line. And he's 2nd and 5.
Second and 5. 7 on the play clock. And the handoff, or as Collins Jones keeps it, and then is swarmed for about a 3-yard loss.
He's brought down by the Archers. Deshaun Dunbar. With a loss on the play. They'll bring up 3rd and about 9.
3rd and 9 for Wayne. We're under 3 minutes left in this game. Third and 9. Collins Jones, he'll take the snap. Kelsaw went the wrong way. They're going to pass it, but that's underthrown. He was looking for Alexander, so the clock will be stopped at 4th and 9. No reason to throw the ball there.
Was in there for the Archers. That'll bring up 4th down for the Wayne Generals.
That will bring up 4th and 9 for Wayne. Ball is on the 25-yard line.
Mahoney,
42-yard field goal here.
Ethan Hartman, Dickie Luke Andrews.
Ball is down, up, and that one is good. Just squeaked over the crossbar. Low line drive kick, but boy, can he nail it. A 42-yard field goal from deep to push the lead, 34-18. Wayne in control.
Field goal by Luke Andrews.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Andrews and Wayne looks to kick off.
Kicking off for the Generals, Luke Andrews.
(34-18), Wayne on top. Kick is deep, high kick. Finds a hole right down the center. Once again, Fabian Pearson makes the one-on-one tackle. A good return by number 15, Quantre Brown. 1st and 10 for Southside on their own 38.
By Fabian Pearson. Archers will start 1st and 10 from their own 36-yard line.
.216 remaining. Johnson looks deep, and that one is picked off. Nope, dropped. Pearson had it, and then dropped it. Bring up 2nd and 10. But a good read
Second down for the Archers.
by Pearson, breaking that up. No, Wayne comes out big when they needed to. Needed to take care of business here at Southside, no question about it, as they will move to 2-3 on the season. And more confidence building being done here at Southside for the Wayne Generals. As another flag, that'll be a delay of game on Southside. Mark them back 5 more yards. Take a look at the SAC action next week. These Wayne Generals will host the undefeated 5-0 Snyder Panthers, #1 in Class 5A. That will be at Wayne High School next Friday. Southside will travel across town to play the Carroll Chargers. Had a huge win against Dwenger this evening to knock Dwenger from the undefeated ranks. Johnson this time will be tracked down and thrown to the ground by number 41, Christian Thomas, for the sack. Flag down on the play. Also Lures at Northrop. Lures coming off a big win. And Concordia at Dwenger. Concordia has been rolling, put up several points this evening against Northrop. Had an outstanding back and Chamberlain, as they will head to Dwenger to play the Saints, who, as I mentioned, dropped their first game of the season against the Carroll Chargers. Penalty declined. We're under 2 minutes. Ball is spotted at the Archer 20-yard line. Trips to your far side. Lone wide receiver to your near. That is Eldridge Wells. Low snap, dropped by Johnson. Needs to get rid of it. Does. To Quantre Brown. And then spun down by number 16, Cameron Chambers, the sophomore, with the stop. Bring up 4th down and long for Southside. Minute 13 and ticking. 4th and 19. 34-18. Wayne on top. Was tested, but came through when they needed to. Offense and defense alike. Another low snap. Johnson tries to spin out of trouble and then is blasted by 2 or 3 Wayne Generals. They'll give him forward progress and mark him at the 1 yard line. But defensive pressure came from all angles, and that will be a turnover downs with 52 seconds remaining in this game. 1st and goal from the 1 yard line for Wayne. Let's see if Coach Moore comes out in victory formation and just kneels on it. As a Wayne General player down. Hate to see somebody go down this late in the contest with the game in hand, but that's what it is. We'll take one more break as this game winds down and hear from Parkview Sports Medicine. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. 52 seconds remaining in the game. 34-18, Wayne in control. Collins Jones will hand off to Kelsaw, Deviner Kelsaw, and he'll take it in for the touchdown from 1 yard out. One yard touchdown run for Deviner Kelsaw. Well, another score. That's his 3rd rushing touchdown for Devonare. 40-18. Andrews in for the point after. Kick is up, and it is no good. So Andrews, what do you know, is not perfect. Had a heck of a game kicking the ball. But we'll take one last break here. 47 seconds remaining in this contest. Wayne on top, 40-18 over Southside. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. 47 seconds remaining in the game. We have come to you live from Southside. Had a bit of connection issue there in the first half. Seemed to figure it out there at halftime. Been pretty smooth from what I've seen here in this second half. We'll continue to work on our feeds on a daily basis to make sure we're bringing you the best action that we can on a daily basis here in the Summit Athletic Conference and the surrounding area. A timeout called down on the field with 47 seconds remaining. Andrews will kick with his squad up 40-18. Andrews, low line drive kick will be fielded by Omar Jackson. Big collision. Omar Jackson has space. And then tackled by number 41, Christian Thomas. 37 seconds, 1st and 10 for Southside, down by 22 here at home against their rival, the Wayne Generals. Southside breaks the huddle as this game winds down. Johnson in the shotgun. Quantry Brown, he's gonna throw it out wide to King. King has come up and stuck after about a 6-yard gain. That was Terrence Friesen on the stop, came up and laid the wood. Under 20 seconds now. Johnson in the backfield with Brown. Johnson, quick hitter. That's an incomplete pass. With 4 seconds remaining here in the game. Next week, make sure you check out the schedule, tune in. I'll be live again next week. As we will be at Homestead High School for the Northside Legends as they travel southwest there to the Homestead Spartans. Jake Atkinson will be on the camera again as well. I'll be calling your play-by-play. That's next week. But we do have a slew of soccer action that I'll be bringing you in Summit City Sports next week, pretty much every day of the week. Make sure you check it out. But ladies and gentlemen, tonight's broadcast has been brought to you by SummitCitySports.com. Make sure you follow us on Twitter at 260sports, like our Facebook page, Summit City Sports, and be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Congratulations to the Wayne Generals. They do move to 2-3 in the SAC Conference. Southside stays winless at 0-5, looking for their first win next week at Homestead. A daunting task to say the least, but congratulations to Coach Moore and the Wayne Generals. Doubled up their win total from a year ago already through the first 5 games. Well, thanks for joining us here, ladies and gentlemen, from Southside and Archer Field. For Jake Atkinson, I'm Tim Atkinson, SummitCitySports.com.